40 years after the end of the Vietnam War and just 2 decades after the United States and Vietnam normalized relations, the former enemies pledged closer ties as President Obama welcomed the leader of Vietnam's Communist Party, Nguyen Phu Trong, to the Oval Office.
I think this is indicative of the remarkable progress that's taken place in the relationship between our two countries over the last 20 years.
While Trong noted the transformation from enemies to friends, it was not just goodwill that brought the two men together. The Communist Party chief's first visit to the United States comes amid shared concerns about China's territorial claims and behavior in the South China Sea. Neither named China in remarks to reporters.
We discussed the importance of resolving maritime disputes in the South China Sea and throughout the Asia-Pacific in accordance with international law.
But Beijing was a factor as Mr. Obama and Trong also discussed the Trans-Pacific Partnership Free Trade Agreement, a deal that would include the U.S. and Vietnam among the dozen nations, but not China. Meanwhile, outside the White House Tuesday, Vietnamese Americans like Hu Dinh Vo protested a deal that does not include a U.S. call for greater human rights protections in Vietnam.
And any trade relation should based on improvement of human rights in Vietnam. Otherwise, the trade relationship only benefit the communist top leader and not for the people in Vietnam.
As demonstrators called for the release of jailed Vietnamese journalists, inside the White House, President Obama said he and Trong had candid discussions about their differences on human rights, including freedom of religion. President Obama said he was confident that with dialogue, quote, these tensions can be resolved in an effective fashion. Arup Pandey, VOA News, the White House.
Thank you very much.